What's up, everybody? It's another episode of the Island Vlog. And we got donuts. We're headed to the island on a donut delivery run this morning, and I'm gonna show you guys some of the progress that's happened since the end of camp. All that and more on this episode. All right, people always ask us, what happens on the island in the off season? Well, when we can, we do a lot of projects, and there's two things that make projects happen: donations and donuts. We've got the donations, and today we are bringing the donuts. We just got back from picking up some donuts. Gonna take them up here to the crew, but I'm down here at the boathouse and we are getting ready to continue some work down here. You can see right here, we got this big pile of stone, and we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of paving in here, bringing in a bunch of crushed stone, some of these big stones, and paving this whole area down here. It's gonna just kind of smooth it out. There's some big kind of potholes and things down here that need to be fixed, and so we're gonna be working on that soon. I'm sure I'll be bringing you some updates of that project, but right now we're headed up to another project to deliver these donuts. All right, so we're down here, we're in the girls' cabin area, and right over here, Hosanna Cabana, which was a cabin that was built a few years ago. Eagle's Nest, also a new cabin. And right behind me, we have just sprung up, since camp, another new cabin. You can see right here, they're putting all the shingles on this morning, and they've already got the walls framed up, and this cabin is flying. This is right down here. That's the snack shack up there. So another brand new cabin down here for our girl campers. 24 beds, 20 campers, 4 counselors, just a great addition. And we got a whole big crew over here this morning putting on shingles, all kinds of different people helping out. We have our normal projects team, we got the vice president of operations up there this morning. We got a whole crew out here, and that's why we're bringing them donuts, so that when it gets to break time, they can enjoy some donuts. But yeah, I'll show you a little bit more of the action here. All right, so here we are on the other side of the building. You can see we're just getting started over here. But they're cruising on this day. I mean, they just started this morning at 8, and this thing's gonna be done in another hour. But that's teamwork, you get a big crew over here. Many hands make light work, and so they're making light work of these shingles this morning. So this cabin will be done next year for camp. Campers will be staying in here week 1 of camp next summer. And this cabin has a really cool name. It's called Drop In, and I'll tell you about why it's called that here in just a couple of minutes. All right, so to give you another little update of some progress that's happening, I'm out here in the field right next to the guys' cabin area, right next to the roof. And we just got this added in here. Check this out. The sign on the roof. Now everybody will know what it is. I'm so stoked about this. It's just like all lowercase, and I don't know, I love the design on this, and now it'll be very obvious when we say go to the roof. However, I feel like it's already pretty obvious, but now it'll be even more obvious. And also happening out here, you can see we're making some more progress on getting this court resurfaced. Now this court was not in bad shape, but with us redoing everything, we wanted to just make sure everything was top notch. And so we're resurfacing this court, and it's just getting sealed right now, and then it will get a color scheme very similar to the color scheme that's happening up at the White House court. If you didn't see that episode, you can watch it right up here. We're going to be finishing up that court and redoing the boathouse court very soon here this fall. But there you go, a little update out here at the roof with the sign and the court getting worked on. All right, now we're going back over to check on the progress of the cabin, eat some donuts, drink some coffee, and see how we're doing back over there at the cabin. All right, so I just came back from the roof, and literally in the amount of time it took us to get some coffee and drinks, they've literally got this whole cabin finished. They are putting on I think the last row of shingles on this side right now, they're flying on this. This is crazy. They're putting on the roof cap shingles right now, and that's literally the last thing. So it's 10:05. They took the boat at 8, which means they probably started about 8:30 this morning, and they got this whole cabin done just that fast. That is awesome. These guys, so good at what they do. So when it comes to naming cabins, sometimes it takes us a long time to come up with a name, and in this case, we knew early on what the name of this cabin was gonna be. We are calling this cabin Drop In. We love to do a little play on words with in being the second half of the name. We've been doing that for a long time here on the island. But this one, the reason it's called Drop In has to do with the alternative halftime Super Bowl show last year. Our friend Louis was here on his BMX bike and he did a jump, and we needed some plywood to get him down the snow. Can't ride his bike on the snow. And we needed a bunch of plywood to get him down the ramp to the jump where he was gonna do his big backflip. And so what we did is we bought the plywood for this cabin ahead of time, and we used all of the sheets of plywood that are currently on the roof of this cabin for that jump. Specifically, the part of the jump that's called the drop-in ramp. So we were like, man, we gotta call this cabin Drop In. And as a little special thing, check this out. Up here in the ceiling of this cabin is one sheet of plywood, and it actually has the autographs of a bunch of the people that were out there. There's Louis' autograph over there, Emmett, who helped us build it, Kevin Durham, Andy Finch's name is up there, and then you can actually see this blue here is like a little picture of the drop-in across and the ramp. And so this is actually gonna stay in the ceiling here, a piece of the history of the alternative halftime Super Bowl. I'll put a link, or I'll put a clip in here so you can see this plywood right here above me that's on the roof. You can see it in action in the halftime Super Bowl. Speaking of which, don't forget to join us during the Super Bowl this upcoming year for another incredible show. We're already in the works, making plans, getting things ready. It's gonna be an awesome alternative to the halftime show for your youth group, for your family, maybe just for you. Whatever the case, make sure you join us. I'll drop a link in the description. You can watch last year's halftime show. It'll take you to our website, give you all the information as we release stuff. But check it out. Here's the clip from last year of this ceiling in action at the halftime show. So that's what we got for this episode. We got some more progress updates coming though, because we're gonna be doing a bunch of paving over here. We're gonna take down some trees over here, and we're actually building another girls' cabin right next to that girls' cabin, and that should be done. Actually, I heard today we're gonna be doing the roofing on that October 8th. So we got tons more updates coming to you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with us all fall. We also got some events coming up. We do reverb, we do gaming events, and we're gonna be giving you updates on all that. So hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so you get notified every time we drop a new video. And of course, we always appreciate it when you hit the like button on this video, when you comment, let us know what you like, what you wanna see more of, and just say what's up. Comments help the video get more views, and so drop a comment down there, let us know that you're watching. And that's what we got for you in this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us, following along on the progress. The island has such a big family all around the world, and it's amazing to see that in these videos, in the views and the comments and all that. So thank you guys for tuning in and supporting the channel. That's what we got for you today. See ya.